Go. Okay, so what is our feelings? What do we have about the energy bus?
It's good. I like it.
What do you like about it?
Well, I like how he was like a negative person, but now he's more positive because of Joy. And it's fun to read because you can apply that to your own life, especially right now, you know?
Like, it's literally the perfect time. Like, when I was
Yeah.
back from maternity leave with all this happening, I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like the perfect situation to like implement this book into their lives.
Yeah, it's true.
Anybody else? What you got?
I think the pacing's good because like if we did too many of those reflections a week, it'd get kind of boring. I think 3 or 4 is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not terrible. And I mean, I personally think it's an easy read. Like, the chapters aren't long, so like you can stay engaged enough that you're still like reading and learning and comprehending. You don't have to like go back and reread because like you're so lost.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's like an easy read, so
Mhm.
it's nothing like too like difficult.
Right. Anybody else have anything they want to share?
No.
What's something that you have read so far that you has anybody actually like implemented anything in their life? Like, have you sat back and were like, wow, this is something like the guy talked about in the energy bus?
Probably like most of it.
Most of it? I mean, right now you could probably apply a lot of it. I mean, think of like your reflections that you've done the last couple of days. Any examples of stuff that you could give? Maybe not even like right now, but in the past, something that was similar in your life?
I guess like with the negative people, I used to like I have a lot of negative people in my corner, and I had to cut them off to be a more positive person. Because like doing that every day and having those negative people in your life is just exhausting. Because like you're trying to exert energy to be positive in their life, and if they're not reciprocating in return, then it's like not worth it.
Right. It's so true. Like, energy vampires are like a real thing. And you guys are going to learn as you get older that, especially like, sometimes you're going to have to deal with those people. And like, for example, at work, like if there's a negative person at DMA, like I can't just say, okay, bye Felicia, like get away from me. I have to still work with you. So learning how to deal with those people and then leave that negativity with those people with them. And then you go be your positive and do your own thing. That's something that a task that you guys are going to have to learn to accomplish in order to be successful, in order to be positive in your own personal life. And obviously you're not going to be positive all the time, but being able to turn that positivity on when you really have to is really important.
Yeah.
What else we got, people? Come on. Come on. What do you guys like about Joy?
Oh, she's just so positive. Her name really suits herself. Like, I think she's fun.
Does anybody have like a Joy in their life that you can like compare to, like somebody who's always like your biggest advocate and like your biggest fan?
No.
No.
Oh, what? He's like, no. I guess I have someone. She's like my teacher from 7th grade. And we still keep in contact because like when I was getting bullied in middle school, like she was my go-to teacher. I talked to her and stuff. And she like still is up to date in my life, and she texts me, she's like, how you doing, Em? And like, you know, just remember to stay positive, everything happens for a reason, kind of thing. And she just gives really good advice. She's like,
That's awesome.
Motivational speaker. Whenever I'm like feeling sad, I'm like, Miss McIntosh, I need help.
That's awesome. Cool. What about you, Nicole? You haven't said anything yet. Anybody in your life that's like Joy? Oh, you're muted.
Probably Seabass. She turns me up.
Seabass. I can't hear. Where's Nicole? There you go. Can you now?
You too, Shelly.
My parents always support me no matter what.
Well, that's okay. Good. Paige, what about you? You haven't said anything down there.
My grandmother.
Okay.
She's very blunt, and so she'll just tell me straight up. She calls me Dippy sometimes, and it's kind of funny. So.
Now, do you guys have anybody in your personal life I know Emily said she had some negative people in her life, but do you have somebody in your life that's always negative that you necessarily like can't just be like, all right, get out of my life?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that at all, Paige?
Well, she was just so negative, and it was just like she was just constantly complaining all the time, but I couldn't do anything because she sat at my table, so I couldn't like move.
I mean, what about in your families? Does anybody have a person in their family that's just pretty much can be negative a lot of the times? Or even like a really close friend? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the lady, great lady, but like she can just be so negative.
Yeah, one of my really good friends, like one of my best friends in the entire world, has the most negative disposition of any person I've ever met. And I always tell her that, and she knows it, but she doesn't know how to get herself out of it. Like, she's probably 35, and she's like so dug into this negativity that she's had her entire life that now as like a 35-year-old, she doesn't know how to like fix it. And it's really sad. And like I try to help her, like give her suggestions for this or positivity. Like I even bought her a positivity book one time. And it was like how she was raised. Like her parents were very negative people. And it's a shame that before you read this, there was a whole unit on managing people and whatnot that Mr. McCurdy was supposed to do with you, which we learned never really happened. But it's a shame that that took place, because I really wish I was able to physically do that unit with you guys, because I think you really would have enjoyed it. But again, it is what it is. See the silver lining. Can't do anything about it now.
Yeah.
Say hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie. Oh my gosh. So cute.
Her hair's like going up my nose and tickling my nose.
So
Anything else anybody want to share?
I like the book.
What'd you say?
I like the book.
Good. I'm glad. And I think I told you guys this. I read this my first year or second year when I taught at DMA. And I wish that I would have read this book like in high school. Like I think it really would have helped me like moving on to college and moving away from home and things like that. I think it would have helped me a lot. So that was the whole reason that I wanted to put this a part of like our curriculum. So
I usually hate reading, but I like reading this book. So
good.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah, I remember. Do you guys remember Trent Whitaker?
Yeah.
He was in this class and he was like, I hate reading. I'm not going to read this book, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like 2 weeks and he was like, wow. He was like, Miss Cowder, I'm like, this is actually really good. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to make you read a book that's stupid. Like,
I could hated everything.
Yeah, this is actually going to help you guys in real life. So it's beneficial. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's definitely going to help like people that are going on to college too, to like handle those negative people if you ever come across them.
Right.
Because you're going into a new atmosphere, like a new environment with new people you never met. So.
Right. And you're going to have to, like, in the next couple years when you guys are going to college, like, you're going to be away from home for the first time. You're going to be away from your parents. And you're going to actually, like, find out stuff that your parents instilled in you. Maybe once you get to college, you're going to be like, that actually isn't that important. Like, maybe I need to be more open-minded, or maybe I need to be this. And then you're going to find the things that, like, your core things that your parents did instill with you that are going to stay with you your entire life. But this book is going to help you kind of like be flexible with that kind of stuff. And like, you might have a roommate who you hate your first year and you're stuck in a 5x5 box with them. But what are you going to do about it? You can't do anything about it until the end of the semester or even the end of the year. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that you guys are going to overcome in the next couple of years that are really going to shape you as people. And hopefully reading this book is going to help you along that process. So. Everybody. All right, you guys have anything else?
No.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and you have your reflections tomorrow and your current event. And if you guys, while you're up right now, if you want to go do them and send them to me now and take off tomorrow, I'm totally cool with that too. All right. All right, have a good day, everybody.
All right, bye, Miss Wolf. Bye, Charlie.
See ya.
Yeah.